Hi guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Ben Jones. This is our polytunnel. We're a small up and coming family business. We started last March. We've been going just over a year now. We specialise in aquaponic and hydroponic growing of vegetables and fruit. So this storm tunnel is running two different systems. We're running an aquaponic system and we're running a hydroponic system. This whole setup here that you see around us is all off-grid, so it's all run on solar power. As far as I know, I think we are only one of the only growers in the UK that are doing this at the moment. If you are another hydroponic or aquaponic grower and you're off-grid, please get in contact with us. Please like, share and subscribe. Give us some comments. This side of our tunnel here is all devoted to our aquaponics. So we've got a big 1,000-litre fish tank at the top here. Then we've got two flood and drain beds up here on the corner. And then we've got 3 deep water culture raft beds as well. We've decided to use koi's and goldfish in our system. The normal fish of choice would be tilapia, as a very quick growing fish, and they're a great protein source. They thrive in these kind of systems. However, they're not really readily available to us in England, so we're faced with some other options. Trout, another good option, which we did experiment with. They have a very high oxygen dependency, so that again is something to take into consideration when you're setting up your air system. And bearing in mind that an air system will be a big drain on your power, and we're off-grid, so we try to be as efficient as we can with our energy consumption in the polytunnel here. So we've got about 20 koi's in here, which we put in last July, I think it was, and they've all tripled in size over winter, and there's probably maybe 10-15 goldfish in there as well, and they've all done really well. We haven't lost any. The thing that we're thinking about in the future, again, possibly introducing the blue trout into the system now that we've got a good air system running in here in the beds. So our mission, our idea of when we first started this whole project was really to do off-grid growing with really high quality organic vegetables and fruit. When you set up a project like this, obviously you're gonna have to be realistic about your budget. We had a budget in mind and we came up with a design that would kind of roughly fit within that budget. So a lot of people might choose to make their beds out of wood or concrete or fiberglass is another really good option. But for us, we went with these ICB tanks, which is a good cheap option. You can pick these tanks up for about £15 over here each. And if you buy in bulk, then you'll probably get another discount. You might get them down to a tenner each, which is really good. So that's the option we went for on this side of the polytunnel, on the aquaponics. So this is our hydroponic side of our polytunnel, and this was part of the first original system. When we first set up, we had the fish tank, we had the beds and the aquaponic system down that side, and we had a small hydroponic system on this side. So that entailed a 1,000-litre sump tank which is sunk into the ground, a flood and drain bed and a raft bed here. And since the introduction of those, and as they've matured a little bit more, we added in this LFT rack system a few months ago, which is doing really well. As you can see, everything's super healthy on there. And then even more recently, the last few weeks, we've introduced this big LFT rack system, which is floor to ceiling, which is able to hold roughly 1,500 plants on it at any time. It's quite hard to see in this hydroponic system at the moment, so we're letting a lot of last year's veg actually go to seed, so we can get seeds for next year. So it's obviously thriving at the moment, doing really well. This system uses a lot less power than the aquaponic side. This whole side of the polytunnel actually runs on only a small 12-volt pump, so far less energy consumption on this side. We've also added in a little hand pump on this side for the big rack. If we have a total power failure, crank it up, pumps the water up to the header tank, and then it just slowly drains all day and runs these racks. So that's another something that you could maybe think about if you wanted a really simple system that's off grid. It doesn't have to have any power going to it at all. So this is another little herbarium that we made just purely for growing herbs on. It's a little standalone system which can be moved around. A great little system if you've got a little patio, a backyard, if you're kind of short on space but you're wanting to grow this way. You could even put this in your kitchen actually if you had a spare wall and you got a little bit of a light going there for growing. So that's another little option for you there. So we'll just quickly go through the solar power system and how we kind of run all the pumps and all the power in here. So this is our small control room where we operate all of the solar power from. Got a lot of battery gel storage down here, got our main circuit boards, our inverters and all the other gizmos that are on here, where we're running 4 solar panels. One solar panel powers the hydroponic side and the other 3 power the aquaponics, so that just tells you how much more power the aquaponic side actually uses. So this is a storm resistant polytunnel that was supplied by First Tunnels in England. Excellent. This is a 4x6. It's got UV resistant polythene on the outside and netting on the bottom here that can be rolled up on the inside to allow extra venting into the polytunnel, help it cool down during the hot summer months. So each of these solar panels produces roughly 275 watts. The system in total is well over 1,000 watts of power, and we've got over 1,000 amp hours of storage as well. So that's ample enough to keep this running if it's dark for a few days. Hope you've enjoyed the tour, guys. It's just a quick little introduction as to who we are, what we're doing. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. And do keep up with our channel because we're going to be doing a lot more in-depth videos on different aspects of this system, how you put it together, how you construct it, how you design it, also the solar power, and we've got various other little projects going on outside of this as well, which we're going to try and bring you into as well. Thanks for watching again, take care.